Finally, the all-new 2026 Stark VARG Supermoto is here. A purpose-built electric supermoto designed from the ground up and one of the most powerful supermotos ever built. But is it really better than a 450 or 690 supermoto? How much range can this electric supermoto get? How fast will it recharge? How much does it cost? I'm going to cover all of that and tell you all about this supermoto and whether I'm going to replace my 450 with it. And I'm going to keep it real as I always do.
Let's go for a ride. Subscribe today.
If you want to get my gear like this ultra lightweight carbon fiber helmet, motovlog camera, airbag vest to help keep you safe. All of my gear, I always include links in the description and comment section.
Over 7 years ago, I made a street legal supermoto out of a brand new 2019 Yamaha YZ450FX, and I absolutely fell in love with this bike. It's the most fun motorcycle that I've ever ridden in my life thus far out of 12 motorcycles that I've owned. More fun than any super bike that I've owned. But the drawback is it requires a lot of maintenance. You have to do oil changes every 8 to 10 hours. You're supposed to do a top-end rebuild every 12 hours, which I've never done one. My bike is still running awesome. But you have to do a lot of oil changes because it holds very little oil. So then I bought another supermoto, a 2023 KTM 690 SMCR, fully modded it. And this bike has a lot less maintenance requirements. But I did not like this bike as much as my YZ450FX Supermoto, mainly because the 690 weighs so much, 350 pounds. It's more refined. It just doesn't hit like my YZ450FX does. It just, I don't know, my YZ just feels like it has more bottom end grunt and craziness to it, more wildness to it than the 690 did. So I sold the 690 and I still own my 450. But I've been waiting a long time for this brand new 2026 Stark VARG Supermoto to come out because I've heard so much about the Stark VARGs being so powerful and they require virtually no maintenance. So I was really excited when this new Stark VARG came out. And this is actually a purpose-built electric supermoto designed from the ground up. Tighter geometry, updated fully adjustable suspension. It's a KYB suspension. And this sucker is pumping out 80 horsepower and get this, 675 foot-pounds of torque. Right at the bottom and all the way through the rev range, all kinds of grunt. And the motor, a carbon fiber sleeve PMAC unit with integrated inverter engineered for brutal motocross abuse but refined for the road. Silky power with massive torque delivery. No shifting. Single speed electric drivetrain. Just twist and go. Just rip that throttle, bust all kinds of wheelies, and just fly with no sound, which can be kind of amazing, and believe it or not. And I love sound, guys. But check this out. You can customize the throttle response, regen braking, power output, engine braking, all through the Android display, which is like a phone. And from my understanding, it can actually be used as a phone. And as far as the battery power, it has a 7.2 kilowatt structural honeycomb magnesium battery, same as the off-road VARG, but now more tuned for urban versatility. And as far as charging this bad boy, that's the biggest issue I have with electric motorcycles is that a lot of them take too long to charge. But this one, with the new updated battery, this one actually comes with a 3.3 kilowatt portable charger that fits in your backpack and allows you to plug in any standard outlet or EV plug and fills the battery in just under 1 to 2 hours. So that's awesome. You can take this to any EV station, any EV plug-in in a parking lot or whatnot. So that it's like the adapter fits in your backpack. You take that with you, and it allows you to be able to plug this bike in anywhere and recharge it. So that's pretty awesome. But the next concern I had was, how much range are you going to get with this electric motorcycle? Because, my issue with electric motorcycles is having range anxiety. You run out of power, you're stranded on the side of the road. That's why I like e-bikes, because you can always pedal home when you run out of power, but you can't do that with electric motorcycles. But this bike, you can do 50 miles on the highway and 70 miles in the city. That's not bad at all. And be able to recharge it in as low as 1 hour anywhere. You know, well, obviously you're going to have probably the 220 plug-in, the faster recharge, in order to get it to 1 hour. But that's not bad at all. This bike has a lot of premium components. It has Brembo brakes with 320 millimeter discs, 4-piston calipers. It's got a KYB suspension with a 48 millimeter front fork that's fully adjustable with 290 millimeters of travel. The shock has 303 millimeters of travel. It has a forged aluminum subframe, high-strength steel frame, machine triple clamp, CNC machine hubs. Man, it's got a lot of great features on here. It even has a really bright LED headlamp, 4,000 lumens, integrated turn signals made from flexible optical silicone to handle everyday abuse, so you don't have to worry about it cracking or getting damaged. The display is really awesome. It looks like a phone, and from my understanding, it can be used as a phone. You can make a lot of refinements to this bike, adjust the power to how you want it, the torque to how you want it. You could just set it up perfectly the way you want it for whatever application, which is really awesome. And the display is waterproof, shockproof, and fully connected. GPS navigation, OTA updates, live ride data, and full ride. No laptop needed. It has even features such as walk mode, reverse gear for tight spaces. That's really cool. You can put it in reverse. Bar-mounted handbrake and built-in security layers. And this bike only weighs 275 pounds, just 10 pounds heavier than my 450 Supermoto. As far as pricing, $12,900 for the 60 horsepower version, or $13,900 for the 80 horsepower version. Of course, I would get the 80 horsepower version. I did call my local dealer. He gave me an out-the-door price for the 80 horsepower version at $15,800. That's almost $16,000. I never spent that much on a motorcycle in my life. I don't know. That's a bit too steep for me, but I'll get your feedback. You think I should replace my 450 with this 690? Now, what I love about this bike, it's loads of torque, a lot of premium features, and best of all, hardly no maintenance. Just charge, twist the throttle, and feel that awesome rush of torque and goodness. But that is a lot of money, man, and I need your feedback to tell me what. I was almost ready to replace my 450 with this bike, guys. I was almost ready to put this up for sale until he told me that out-the-door price. Leave a comment. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Make sure to hit a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, hit that little bell symbol so you get notified when my videos release. But I release new videos every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.